Walker, we are underway. Lynn, first pitch on Zach Short is foul back and limited him from pitching deep into games as well. He said he felt like he just couldn't throw strikes in that last home start against Albuquerque. Sugarland has scored 20. He struck out 6 though, did walk 5. 0-2, Short just caught a piece, sends it to the screen. Tonight for the Space Cowboys, they've been all over Reno starters to begin this series. Now Short tees off to left. Zach Short, his 11th homer of the year in leadoff fashion for Sugarland. Have not been hitting homers through 2 games. They did hit 3 last night, but game 1, it was more just a bunch of hits slapped around the field. Now Zach Short goes deep to lead off the game, and the Aces will play from behind here on a Throwback Thursday. Zach Short has Lynn on Hmel, who's coming back from a serious calf strain. He grounds it to second, played by Alexander, and that's the first out of the first. Matthews has been a beast through 2 games. Takes the strike at 87. Just once, Bryce Matthews. 0-1, the first round pick for the Astros. Misses low. Lynn. Wherever we are, there's always a posse waiting for him outside of the park. He is extremely popular in Taiwan. This is floated to center. McCarthy coming in. He closes on it quickly for the second out. Matthew, Oklahoma City, and I asked, if you go around Taiwan and you bring up Lynn's name, one on Cooper Hmel, just re-added to Sugarland's roster, and he's been really good in the middle of the order in this series. At 4th tonight with Hmel added into the 2-hole last night. 1-1 on Hmel. Good pitch, called a strike. That was Lynn. Everything's moving. 1-2, swing and a miss. Nasty for strike 3 on Hmel. Sugarland strikes first though with a straight outs at the end of that frame with a couple of strikeouts too. First pitch on Castro, just 1-0 on Luis Castro. He takes high. Luis Castro, who has moved down, 9-year-old from Venezuela. Castro been very good. Takes a strike, 2-1 against the ace prospect as well. Pointing to the mound. I don't know what Castro's calling here on Lynn. I think he was pointing at the pitch clock. In race 4 in the first, Short hit a solo homer. This is just off. Ball 4, leadoff walk. Castro up for Guillermo Mancini holding on Castro. Left on left. Guillermo takes a strike. With the guy with his weaponry. Called a strike 0-2. One thing for Lynn, that right in front of the mound or right in front of home plate for him to field yet this year. Guillermo should be 2. It's bobbled at 3rd, and there will be nobody out on this play. Bobbled, and even a couple days later, he still seemed flustered by it, and he holds himself to a really high slide. 12th, a month from today. 1-0 on Bastidas, swung on, slash, but foul toward the net. Lynn pitched in the day game at Constellation Field. This is outside, 2-1. Bastidas been an aces killer now for 2 years. Swings and pops it foul. First base side. Same with Luis Guillermo, 2-2. Bastidas inside and low, 3-2. Changeup and curveball are the 3-2 on Bastidas with Narvaez on deck. Payoff pitch is rocked into right on a line, of base hit. Castro around 3rd, coming home to score. The throw comes into 3rd. Lawler the tag. Guillermo called safe. Guillermo safe at 3rd. Oh, that looked like he was out by a mile. Castro scores. We'll have to see this again on the tag from Lawler, who's smiling at Guillermo. Here it is. Throw was in time. Lawler. Oh, maybe the hand was in there first. I think Lawler tagged him on the torso. Here's a great angle from our camera crew. So Guillermo hand. Oh man. Maybe the fingertips. Maybe. That was pretty close. Called safe at 3rd. I'm surprised he was called safe either way, with the way that throw beat Guillermo to the bag. 5-2 now, still nobody out. 1st and 3rd for Omar Narvaez. Left on left, Narvaez, swing and a miss, good sweeper from Lynn. And Miguel Ulloa against TBD on Sunday. Narvaez takes low. 1 and made his AAA debut in Reno against Albuquerque here at home. Narvaez with a base hit back up the middle. Another run scores for Sugarland. It's 5-3. And this inning is open with a walk, an error, and just 221. With a lot of strikeouts. This is down the line and foul, but the strike 0-2 on Barber. Both Bastidas and Narvaez knock home the 2nd and 3rd runs for Sugarland in the 2nd inning. 0-2 on Barber out of the 9-hole. Lynn looking for his first out of the inning. It is high, Del Castillo. 1-2 from Lynn, 31 offerings, comes home. It is off the back of Barber, and the bases are loaded with nobody out. Narvaez to second, 3, but a big-time threat here from the Space Cowboys. Short swung on to third. Lawler will come home. The throw is there. Low, but Dell has it. Force at the plate for out number 1. That was a key reason why we're 0-8 against Sugarland. Hmel takes a strike, 0-1. A calf strain on the Major League roster. Hmel takes low and in, 1-1. There's Dodgers and Yankees. Swung on, lashed into left and deep. Barossa back at the track, at the wall. He makes the catch. Narvaez coming home. It's 5-4 on a sac fly from Taylor Hmel. 2 outs now. He flew out to center his first time. Bryce takes high, a called strike. Will not challenge, although he touched his helmet. The turmoil this roster has gone through. Down and in, 1-1 with all the call-ups for the Space Cowboys in this first half. 1-1, Matthews off the end of the bat. Sugarland will tie the game. Barber around third. It's 5-5 in the second. A 4-run inning for the Space Cowboys. Bryce Matthews at the end of that first inning. Hmel takes in at 86. Sugarland's been all over him in this inning. 0-1, Hmel flies it down the right field line. Mancini over toward the netting, and it's 0-2. He's also thrown a lot of pitches. Has struggled recently. 12 walks over his last 3 outings. Hmel takes a called third strike. The inning is over, but Sugarland time and a difficult start for him. Castro taken high, 1-0. Castro walked in the second. Hopefully that will remain a big swing from Alexander. Castro takes outside, good pitch, but no challenge. Off Kelly and Henry. 2-0, taken for a strike, 2-1. So far tonight, Sugarland looks very much the same. They're 4 for 10. This is a challenge, a called strike. It is outside. Castro is correct. So this call overturned. The first challenge of the night is a successful challenge. 3-0 on Luis Castro. Beautiful night for baseball. Good breeze. We're in the low 80s. It is warm this week during the day, but at first pitch it feels very comfortable. Castro takes inside. It is a 4-pitch walk. Castro has walked. This would have to win the second half. Guillorme takes a strike, 0-1. But other than that, hoping for a win tonight and come back in this series. Guillorme shot to second, caught, throw to first. It's a double play. Alexander heads up, toss to Mancini. RBI single in the second inning. Swings and grounds it sharply. Down the line, extra bases on the way for Jesus. Around first into second, it's a 2-out double against the Space Cowboys. Narvaez takes at the knees, a called strike at 88. Narvaez on the mound. You won't see many pitchers smaller than him on the bump, but still has pretty good velocity, 88 to 91 with the foul in this roster, but already knew everybody very well from being in the system, being at spring training. I watched him at the U23 World Cup for the Chinese Taipei. That is outside, 3-1. A steady rise through the system, 3-1. Low and in, ball 4. Narvaez, the second walk of the inning, first and second with 2 down for Colin Barber. His first time was hit on the back in a 2-strike count. Curveball, called a strike, 0-1. Flies, the ball does fly. You just saw it on the Alexander homer. Barber has a base hit to left. Bastida's coming around third, will score, and Sugarland with another run in the third. It's 8-6. Third time up to the plate in as many innings. He takes at 80 a strike. It's 0-1. 8-6. Turned it on here in Reno. Short takes strike 2. Lynn has been falling behind, becoming better, but 2 short starts already in this series. Short strikes out at 81. Back in the mountains of Reno. First pitch on Hmel, swung on, grounded to first. Mancini has it, 3 unassisted, and there's 1 out in the 4th inning. Bryce Matthews, early hits. Matthews, breaking ball, called a strike, 0-1. Pitching with the lead. It's 8 base runners in the 3rd. Did not score on the strikeout from Mancini. Matthews, Lawler diving stop. Jordan Lawler makes the play. Makes it look with the Diamondbacks having Geraldo Perdomo at short and second base. He would fit just fine in center, but for now, staying on the dirt. This is toward the hole. No chance there for Kaiser, and it's into left field. Hmel with a 2-out single. Walk facing Lynn. That is outside, 1-0. Casey Kelly over the field in those crooked innings. Albuquerque here at home. 2-0 swing and a miss. Castro 2-1 pitch, taken off, 3-1. Mike Jacobs or Peter O'Brien, swung on, jammed, that's the first, Mancini, he has it. Inning is over, Mancini, Lawler with some dazzling plays. 2 home runs, the Aces lead by 4. Left on left, Guillorme takes high, 1-0. D-backs update, we're back to 500. 1-0, Guillorme takes inside, 2-0 Pat. With Corbin Burns' season-ending injury, 2-0 taken for a strike, 2-1. If Burns with this team, but without Burns, it's definitely a question. Guillorme with a base hit to right. Sugarland, 8 hits off Hmel Lynn. Leadoff single for Jesus Bastidas in the box, takes low and in, 1-0. But he will pitch on Friday Night Ryan, 1-0, pop foul, 1-1. Now 29, it is a gauntlet division. 1-1 up and away, 2-1. As of right now, Dodgers right now. 2-1, Bastidas fouls it back, 2-2. Giants are right there, 2-2 on Jesus Bastidas. Takes ball 3, full count. And they only faced 4 in the 4th. That was helpful. This is a swinging bunt. Lawler charging, gloves. Lawler the throw. Lawler the play. No! Oh, man, he's called safe. Mancini immediately arguing with Casey James, and here comes Jeff Gardner. Has already been ejected in the series. Mancini is certain that this is an out. Gardner was ejected 2 nights ago for arguing a foul ball off McCarthy's foot that he thought was not a foul ball. James says the runner is out. Here's a look. Ball coming in from Lawler. That was an incredible play by Jordan. Mancini, oh, he is out. He's out by a full step at first base. That was not the right call. Here's the ball coming in. Great shot from our crew. Look at the foot is not on the bag. Ball is in the glove right now. And Bastidas is not yet on the bag. So he was out at first. That was an exceptional play by Lawler. The second tonight from Jordan at the hot corner. Such a good infielder. I thought there was no chance on that. Swinging bunt from Bastidas. Narvaez, first and second, nobody out. To second. 1-0 on Narvaez. He takes high, 2-0. Might be, I mean, it is Zach Gallen, but Merrill Kelly's had an exceptional year. Both are impending free agents. Contender Lawler would probably go up and play third every day in that case. 3-1 on Narvaez because the Diamondbacks are so loaded on the infield. 3-1 is inside. The bases are loaded with nobody out for the second time tonight. With nobody out for Barber. Left on left with Lynn. He takes up and in, 1-0. Colin Barber. Then COVID happened, so he didn't play that season. This should be 2. Alexander to second. The turn is in time. Run scores, but the Aces will trade 2 outs for the. But he's brought the power and the walks from the leadoff spot. Taken for a strike on 1-1. He's walked 46. Bastidas off a third. Likely the final frame for Lynn no matter what, but he'll try to. And has been really good again offensively tonight. To short, should do it. Kaiser charging, gloves, fires in time. Inning is over. Space Cowboys score another. We're halfway through. It's 10-7 Reno.